Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show today. This is Bugbear's Basement. This is episode 45 of Tyranny of Dragons. It's starting to heat up for damn sure, and that was a pun intended. However, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a good yesterday sleep and a good today awakeness. I do know that after the show yesterday, which did go long, but it was an interesting conversation at the end for us anyway. That I went to work and I didn't get back from the university until like 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning. So it was a very late night for me, and of course I had to wind down a bit. So I didn't get to bed till about 3. So I'm sitting on about 4 hours sleep, I guess. Yeah, that's good. But that's a lot because these guys went drinking and chatting last night, so they're all drunk,
Hey, I
which
was
which is
sober.
perfect.
And I think
I'm drunk now.
We're
I think
drunk
I
now.
put
Yeah, it's still there. It's still here with us.
So,
So this should be
Chester,
fun. This should be fun.
yeah.
it was a
However,
long day today, that's for sure.
it
Oh my
sounded like
gosh.
it sounded like it was. The interesting thing though,
I need some water.
and I don't drink much. I'm not much of a drinker. But now, when I was young, I did, of course. But as an adult, matter of fact, in the past 20 years, I've been drunk exactly twice.
That's so
Once
strange.
was like 19 years ago, and the other one was like 2 years ago. And the one 2 years ago was, man, I figured it out, and I basically had, I don't know, about 16 shots of whiskey, Glenfiddich, actually. Basically a bottle.
Damn!
Yeah, so, that was stupid, but I was hammered. I don't know if you guys were that drunk. But the weird thing is,
No.
I don't drink much. When I drink, damn, I drink. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Anyway,
the same way.
hi. How you doing?
Hey, I was just wondering, was your late night because were there ninjas involved? That's what I'm trying to ask. Were you,
Well, no, there were women involved, if that's what you mean. Yeah.
were they women ninjas?
Aren't they all?
True. All right.
Uh, no, it's just some young people, dude. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, I finally got home, and because I'm teaching up there. I do night classes, right? I'm not a tenured real teacher. I'm just the night teacher. But shit happens, and sometimes these kids get dumb. But that's good. You can be dumb when you're young, right? But eventually I did get home, so. So my night was just simply was not a fun night. Your night sounded fun, Bill. How much did you drink yesterday?
Too much.
Yeah.
I mean,
He holds his arms out and he's just
I
like
think it was
this much.
this much. I think it was
Yeah.
like a 12-pack of craft beer. So anywhere from
That'll
like
do you, dude.
5 to 6%.
That'll do
Yeah.
you. That'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a mixed thing. It was like pale ales, lagers, stout. It was like one of those sampler packs, 2 of each flavor. And yeah, there was one. It was nasty. It was like had like this essence of freaking celery and carrot.
Oh,
I was like,
Jesus. Goddamn millennials.
That
yeah,
sounds horrible.
I know. It was, man. It was like had a picture of the hare from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Garden Time or something like crap like that. That one, yeah, that one I think is actually still in the fridge.
Microbreweries. Yeah.
But
Tryhards.
the oatmeal stout, yeah, that kind of hurt. That was a good one though. So, anyways, enough about my deviancy and degradation. We'll go into the party's deviancy. Now, what we have is we're gonna have the Adventures of Dracul. So, Dracul, when you made it back to Waterdeep, finally away from the Feywild, you're tired. You're out of normal arrows. Your leather armor is beat up. It's taken a lot of, I don't know how many. Have you ever gotten hit yet?
Does magic armor get beat up?
I was just gonna
Yeah, I've
think
got
that.
it loads of times.
It's like you don't even get hit, do you?
No, he got
Try not
hit.
to.
He got hit in that big fight. He absolutely got hit.
Yeah.
He almost
and I
got
think he
eaten.
also got tagged. Got tagged by the Yetis. I mean, you got to think it's been a long road on this,
It was,
and it's
it
leather.
was.
It's not
But
a.
when you want to know who gets
Is
hit,
it
it's
magic?
Zach and I. That's who
It's
gets
plus,
hit.
yeah, it's magic.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's plus
It
one
is
for the
magic.
leather.
Okay, so just rations, water skins, wine skins, that kind of stuff. I mean, you need to re-up some supplies. Maybe work on
To buy a
your
bunch of
lockpick.
arrows.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Buy a bunch of arrows.
I did buy
There you
out
go.
the healing potion stock, so I should probably give those out now, right? Um, so let's see here.
Oh,
I
we can get
have,
to that. That's okay.
well, I mean, we might as well
So
get it done here,
Dracul.
so I don't forget, if you don't mind. So I have 1 supreme, 3 supers, 6 greats, and 10 commons. Who wants what?
I still have a bunch from
Okay.
my other purchase. So fine.
I
Try
have
and-
one health pot.
Yeah, who's the lowest? I guess is the question to ask. Let me look through my
50
stuff.
hit points.
Oh, here we go. So Dracul, why don't you take 3 supers and 5 commons?
Okay, let me write that down on my piece of paper.
I've only got 1 potion on me, just a regular one.
And GOP takes 6 greater and 5 commons, and I'll keep the supreme myself.
Okay, awesome.
Did you get that, GOP?
Yeah, greater healing, 6 greater and 5 commons.
That's
Got it.
right. Cool. Rock on.
All right.
Go ahead, Bill.
Bill. He's just.
Oh, sorry.
Bill.
Sorry, I muted my.
Okay.
Hi.
Ew.
Hey there. Hey, the
Fail.
stats are on the screen. Hey, Zach. Little Leroy. Okay, so Dracul. Yeah, that, and I don't know. I think you might be kind of tired of being around these guys so much. I mean, it's not like they're your buddies, or whatever. But either way, why don't you go ahead and hit the town and try and go find like a Fletcher, and get your arrows. Let's see. You can pull up player's guide for pricing. How many arrows do you want to buy?
I don't know, as many as I can carry, I suppose. I don't know how many they hold. It's short bow, isn't it? So they're like not massive, thankfully. I don't know how big the arrows for short bows are.
Well, you can get there's 2 kinds of quivers. One will hold a dozen, and one will hold a score.
I have no
20.
idea what a score is.
20.
20.
20.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely need more than
yeah.
that.
That was very, very un-British moment of you, sir. I have to say.
I don't shoot arrows in real life.
Next, you're gonna tell me you don't know what a fortnight is.
I know, right? Especially seeing it's exactly the same
You even-
number. We
This
can be a
guy
tag
lives
team,
in
GOP.
Nottingham and doesn't know. You guys are depending on him, and he doesn't know how many's in a score.
Mhm.
Well, that's all fucking
score.
fine and dandy. No, it's 1 gold per 20. So if you want to buy, you tell me.
Many
You
as
wanna
I
get
can
60.
carry. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what is reasonable to carry. If you know what I mean.
Well,
Obviously,
I
I'll have
think
some
2
on me and then
would
some in my
probably max out.
backpack. Or so.
If
Sorry?
you have like I mean, you could strap 1 to your leg. You could strap 2 to your back. That
Yeah,
would
see,
be
that's
Three
pretty
quivers
crazy.
is probably the max, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll do that then.
Yeah,
60.
and
You know-
that you wouldn't have a backpack then. That
We
would
all-
be it. It'd be your quiver, or could you? Sure, why
We
not?
all have bags of
We
don't-
holding, right?
Yeah, we all do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have a bag of holding? I wasn't
should.
aware.
Yeah. No, we.
I don't know
we
if he
all,
does.
I'm pretty
One.
sure.
I don't think I was probably there
All
then when we did
1,000
that.
gold pieces, dude.
Yeah,
Then-
just buy a bag
'cause
of
that's-
holding, and you
yeah.
can have all the arrows you ever need.
That was not
Yeah,
a bad
deducting the-
idea, is it?
Yeah, there you go. Deduct another 1,000 from your bank or your pool, and then equip yourself with the bag of holding and buy 100 arrows
Yeah.
and put them in there.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be 5 score.
And
Yeah, yeah.
7 years ago.
and cost you 10 gold. And then if
Pretty
there's
sure I can
anything else
afford
like caltrops, things like
I
that.
don't remember if I've ever
you
used
talked
anything like
about.
that. I've got poison. I keep forgetting
You
to
were
use
gonna-
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is you dip them in your caltrops and throw those out.
I didn't
walk
realize
right
there
onto
was a
poison, man.
thing because obviously I don't have a skill for it. I just assumed those kind of things weren't a thing.
They're pretty handy.
Nah,
to be honest with you, dude.
a score of
No,
caltrops
yeah, if they're a
will
thing.
cost you 1 gold. Yeah.
I'll get some. Yeah, I'll get some of them because I didn't realize they were a thing.
Well, it just makes like an area rough terrain.
And cause
Yeah,
yeah.
damage, doesn't it?
It does. 1 piercing.
Every round.
It's a DC 15 save, or it covers like a 5-foot area.
Wow. Why did they nerf every goddamn thing in 5th edition, dude?
Because that's the whole point. This is the nerf. This is the nerf edition.
It's nerf or nothing.
I need.
I remember that commercial.
nothing. Yes.
Yeah.
Other than just basic supplies, I'm not sure if I really need much else. I've got poison. I've got health pots now. Got arrows, which is the most important thing. Other than basic supplies.
So you probably need buy some rations. So, what do we say? What I'd say, Zach, was that a 5 silver for a day's worth? Yeah.
Something like that.
So.
Sorry, I'm looking for where I've written
think
money
that's
down. I know it was a stupid amount.
Oh, and I've just got this stupid thing up on the screen still. Okay, here's a cool picture. All right.
Ocean Man.
There we go.
It's a
All right,
nice
so-
picture you got there.
I like that. Yeah.
It's a bad day, dude.
That massive.
That would be a
That
very
is.
bad day.
That is That's what you call a shitstorm.
So
Ba-dum-bum.
Hogan and Krakens?
All right.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go out fighting them.
They're like escaping from their boat, only to run into the. But anyways, so now, so you retire to your room over the rope shop.
Oh, that's right.
oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
got a space, yeah.
He's got his own space. And you take a nap. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, being as perceptive as you are, you hear a footstep creak on the floorboard in your room. It wakes you up.
In my room.
What do you do?
The fuck? Look. That'd be my first thing. Get my knife out from under my pillow and look. You know what I mean? That
Tell
kind
him
of
to
thing.
piss off.
Okay. So,
Be prepared, 'cause you never
give
know.
me give me a perception at a disadvantage.
Oh, a disadvantage. Okay. Right. So
At disadvantage.
I'm doing it. I didn't roll great on either of them, so that is going to be 13.
Did you say 13?
Yeah. I rolled a 5
So
and then I
you're-
rolled a 4. So
Did we
Okay.
did we
So you look
sorry
in the general area that of the noise. You don't see anything at the moment. You have your knife in your hand. Then you hear a.
I was going to say though, if they're invisible, I have blind sense, so they can't be hidden from me. If you know what I mean.
Sure, they can.
Oh, you know what I mean. I'll know they're there.
There's a range, right? There's a range though, right? What is it, like 10
I
feet?
don't know. Hang on a minute. I'd have to have a relook at it. Let me just find it while you carry
Chester,
on.
did we tell everyone like how we were dividing up those magic items that we got from?
We'll get to that. Let me
Okay,
run this story.
because he should have advantage if he's got those eyes of the eagle. But
True. That's true.
so we cancel each other out. But
You usually don't sleep with magic items on your face, though. So.
No.
I would.
That's why I said get my dagger from
You would,
underneath my
that's
pillow
true.
instead of like
Yeah.
my good weapons. Wait, where the frick is it?
You would sleep with them like a teddy bear or teddy chicken or whatever you want to sleep with. Speaking, no, you just already. Never mind. This is in the past for you, actually. So, What's the story there?
Oh yeah, it's within
Recall.
10. It's in within 10 feet. You're right. I can. Yeah, I'm aware of the location
Okay.
of any hidden or invisible creature within 10 feet.
What's your armor class?
18. Yeah, I suck at armor.
Okay. You get a needle hits you in your neck. Give me a Constitution saving throw, and you take a. It's a blowgun dart. You take 1 point of damage.
Where's my Constitution? 16. I suck at this today. My dice suck.
Okay. No, 16's enough. You're feeling woozy. You're gonna have, say, disadvantage on attacks and saves going forward, but you are not falling asleep or paralyzed or whatever effect. But you know you've been poisoned. Now what do you do?
I've got resistance to it. Poison it or what? Yeah. What do I do? I don't know. If I can't see him, I stumble around for a better weapon. It's got to be right next to me. I can't see. Well, I need to look.
Okay, so
you said I'm woozy, so I'm assuming I.
So you go
I
to
want
reach under your bed to grab your rapier.
Yeah, I want to grab my
or you
rapier.
get up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get up out of the bed quickly to go grab your rapier. Okay. You hear another and a blowgun dart just narrowly misses the back of your head while you're grabbing your rapier
Where the
and
hell
sticks
are
in
these
the
coming
wall,
from?
the wooden wall.
All right.
It's your
What
turn.
do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna turn to where I thought that came from and try and see him.
Okay.
Or like move to the point where I can, because obviously I need to be within 10 feet of them, I guess. But I must have a rough idea
do you
where
want
that
to-
dart came from.
Okay, so you move in. Now roll perception without the disadvantage. And allow your blind sense to negate the
I
disadvantage.
rolled a crit.
right now.
I rolled a 20. Natural.
You
20.
did. Okay, so as you get closer, you can see that almost like a cloaking effect, like a ripple in the air, and you can roll to attack
Damn right, I'm gonna roll.
at normal. Well, no, you're at disadvantage because of your excuse me, because of the intoxication or venom or whatever it is in your system.
That's fine.
He has been
Or maybe not.
pounding
We'll see.
scotch.
16. That one's okay. So 27. A hit. That's a disadvantage.
27.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
my-
fantastic. Okay, so
That's my first attack.
you
Go ahead.
lunge in with your rapier. You feel the resistance as it pushes through some leather armor, and you hear the sound of a female. She takes as you stab in. Now, do you get a second attack with that rapier
I do,
right?
yeah.
when you hit? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
Attack again.
This is still a
get some
disadvantage.
Wait a
We're still
What did
doing
you
a
roll?
disadvantage. I was just asking if it's still a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. They're still
Yeah, that's
invisible.
fine. Yeah, that's 24 for that one. I'm assuming that still hits.
24. Sorry, I was spacing out.
That's cool.
Thank you. Oatmeal stout. So you pull out. You pull out, and you lunge in again. You stab again. Now give me damage for both attacks.
All right. So I need. Right. So. Uh, 35. No, 36. I always forget about that +1.
36. Okay. With your blind sense, you can tell that this being is still there. It seems as if they drop down to a knee. It's like the sound that you hear. They're still invisible. and you hear them moving towards you. I rolled a
Through the sword.
19.
Yeah.
That's going to hit you.
Yeah, everything hits me.
Everything hits you. That's why you
That's
say
why we have
stealthy.
uncanny
but,
dodge and things like that.
Right. So that is 12 points of damage, and give me another con save.
Ooh, that's a lot better. 18.
Okay. So as you take I told you the damage, right? What did I say? 12 points of
Yeah,
damage.
12. Yeah.
As you get stabbed, the hand, like you feel the pressure as the knife goes in, and there's just hot burning sensation. This blade is poisoned. It's your turn now. This invisible attacker has gone.
All right.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right. So it's my go to attack. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your go.
Yeah. All right. Disadvantage. I keep forgetting. All right. 21. I'll do them both. There's 21 a hit.
No.
No?
Okay. That's a hit. Yeah, 21 is a hit. That's you make.
Okay.
And
23
you're
for
rolling
the other
a
one.
disadvantage.
So, yeah, I'm
Right.
doing it disadvantage. Yeah, otherwise it'd be higher.
Okay, so you can tell that you're able to sense that the being has shifted off to your right. So you step towards the right and stab at it. You feel it, your blade go in. You come back around and hack again, or swipe again. So give me damage for both attacks.
Okay. Oop, crap. Wait. Yeah, 37 that time.
37. Okay. Jeez, that's your average, huh?
Yeah, it
3.
seems to be. I can get higher, but not by too much.
Okay, so just as you pull out your blade, you hear the cry again. You're also starting to feel in your neck, like your veins are starting. Yeah, well, you can't see this, but no, it's really hot. It's starting to get swollen. The wound is starting to get swollen, like someone who is allergic to like a spider bite, and they get like this huge egg, kind of shape, right on your neck. And then, but this thing is still invisible. You hear the air as this blade just whiffs right in front of you and just misses you twice. So go again. It's your turn.
Find the invisible death. Alright, I'm still at disadvantage, that's right. Alright, so that is a 22. And
22 hits.
A 21. Again. Yeah.
Those both hit.
Awesome. Damage. That's not as good. Good. $33.
Another 33. Okay. So you hear the first hit. You hear another wince as you're attacking low, like just stabbing down towards the ground. And this hit, you can tell that you pierced bone, something solid. There's a very nasty squishing sound as you pulled your blade out. And then you heard it slump on the ground, and you went down again and stabbed again, but there was no movement. It's like you're poking a dead body now with your sword.
Good. Freaking things.
Yeah. Well, what do you do?
Is it still invisible?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and.
Oh,
I want to see what it. Try and feel it to see what it is. Well, I mean, you said it was a female voiceover,
Okay.
but I want to try and. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
tickle around
yeah.
the
No,
dog.
so, like you crouch down, you start feeling the body, and it's like, okay, it's soft, it's fleshy. There is some fabric. there's blood when you lift your hand up. You have blood on your hand. You see blood pooling out on the ground and kind of like outlining this image. But it's clothed. You feel like a cloak. You feel leather.
Freaking assassin of some kind, obviously. But
You might
You start to
call one of the wizards here.
you start to go. I mean, move stuff around, and you're feeling the body. You feel where the head is. You feel this big head wound where your sword pierced, and as you're moving your hands around, you pull the hood off of this, and this woman or drow is on the ground. Her eyes staring at you,
dead eyes, hopefully.
and their dead eyes glazed.
Wait.
glaring at
I pulled
you.
the hood off, and it made her not visible. It made her visible again.
It made her visible when the hood slipped off her head. Yeah,
I want
Magic
that hood.
you want that? Okay.
Yeah.
Write down,
I'll take everything. Obviously, I'll take everything.
all of
Okay. So
that's
you get a cloak of invisibility, which you'll only become visible when the hood is removed. So you can attack, you can move, you could cast spells, whatever.
Awesome. That makes me a lot
Coward, man.
deadlier.
Yeah.
The drow assassin, I mean, you recognize her. She's a hitman. I mean, assassin. She's tracked you down.
That was
And
the
tried to kill
pronounced
you
hit
because-
bitch.
Hit bitch. Thank you, Justin. And she has a blowgun. There is about 10 darts inside a small vial. The vial has poison inside of it. So they're coated. She has, gloves, leather armor, high boots. She has a nasty-looking obsidian blade for it's like a dagger. That's also smells of the poison.
Sounds good.
And give me another Constitution save because you're now starting to sweat profusely too. Your stomach, not doing good.
Yeah.
At disadvantage now.
Okay. So that is a 14. I knew it was going to be crap if I had to do disadvantage. You roll the first one's always better.
It is crap because you pass out.
Yeah. I should pass out with a hood on. That
Okay,
would have been better.
and now you have a
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, obviously.
a naked drow woman.
Nope.
Yeah, is
Covered in blood.
yeah, who's dead, laying next to you. This is gonna be great.
Yeah. And now we'll go back to fast forward to 2 days have passed. No one's heard from Dracul. For at least, no one heard from him the first day. The second day, no one has heard anything from him.
I reached
You're
out.
trying to,
I've
you're
got
starting to.
resistance from poison.
Well, the drow know that, and they make something special for
Yeah.
you.
I reached
assassins
out and see
know
if
their
I can-
targets.
if he's within my 5-mile range.
There's no reply. It's hard to sense anything. It's just like a flat. It's dead. So it does raise concern.
Do I know
because,
where
like,
he lives?
Is he dead? Yes.
I do.
Does he?
GOP knows.
Yeah, he does. I'm sure he does.
GOP
Yes,
does know.
on a good day, I know.
Yeah. You live up above the rope business, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't know unless he says
I
no.
think
Chester
everyone
doesn't
would
know.
yeah.
Okay, that's
All
fine.
right, so I float over there
Yeah.
and see what's going on.
Okay, you open the door. As you get up to the door, it smells like death.
Yeah, 3
rotting.
days of...
Okay.
You walk in, and Dracul is has foam dried on his mouth. He looks horrible. You're not sure if he's alive or dead, but there's definitely a dead drow that he's laying on top of. who looks. I mean, his rapier's on the ground. It's the crime scene.
All right.
Kind of thing.
I sheath his rapier. I pick them both up on my telekinesis, and I teleport over to the order where Zach is, with both of them in tow.
Okay. So you're now at the order.
And I'm not an order member, but I'm assuming they knew who I am by now. And I say that I'm looking.
Well,
for,
you do have. You. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say you do. Your party has a permission to do a lot of things that other like a non-order member wouldn't normally be allowed to do because of you're being heroes. You're great heroes of Waterdeep. So the order likes you guys. So you're allowed access into the building. As you teleport, go in. Yeah, there is definitely a few raised eyebrows asking what's going on. What is this? You know, different attendants or acolytes or priests,
Yeah, but I
or
do
even
have 10
soldiers.
renown, that's true. Yeah, so I say.
Yeah, you guys have the rent. Yeah.
I say I need a chirurgeon, please.
Come this way. Have someone quick tell Sir Jenkins that his sorcerer apprentice sidekick is here.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. But you get
Excellent.
so Leroy, you get someone comes to your door, pounding and say, "Hey, Nicodemus is here with two dead drows, and you're sequestered into a room of healing, and there's some looks of what's going on here. Actually, someone speaks up to you, Sir Briarwood, one of the guards, one of the attendants. Let's say he says, "Nicodemus, what is the meaning of this?"
I am unaware. I just know that one of the heroes of Waterdeep is injured, and I have a dead body here. Maybe you should bring a priest.
Right, coming. Friar Chuck comes in and starts to lay. It's like, oh my gosh. He looks like, yeah. That's a nasty wound he has on his neck. Looks. He's feverish. Puts his hand on his forehead. Foam, non-responsive, is messing with his eyelids. No, I'll do what I can. And then he kneels over on the side of the bed and starts praying for healing. Let's get 4 hit points back, and you a quick short breath, and you're awake.
I started
You're
looking
throbbing
for house markings and stuff like that on the female.
Okay. Nothing obvious, so you'd have to maybe do a little bit more of an insight investigation. I'm sorry.
Sure.
I'm assuming it was one that wanted me before.
I got a 15.
15. Yeah, no. Searching through her pouches or whatnot, you don't see
I'm
anything.
not searching through a naked woman's pouches. Thank you very much. Well, maybe I would. Nicodemus is searching through a dead woman's pouches. Sorry, go ahead.
He's looking at her personal effects. I mean, he's going through her sack. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yes.
So, right. Dracul, you do recognize, like I said, you did recognize her.
Yeah.
She is she gets hired to kill. That's who she is. Her name is Shaith.
I'm assuming I know
Very
she was
short.
probably sent by that woman that wanted to get me before, right? I told her, fuck
Yes.
off, basically, before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. Not only are we fighting dragons, there's also assassins about.
Well, what are you guys doing then?
Guess I'm just
You
gonna
share any of that
sit
information
around.
with-
Yeah, I'll tell them. Just, who's there, who it is, especially Chester. He's more interested in finding out anyway.
True. I said, is there something that the party should be helping you with?
Oh. I, to be honest with you, thought it wasn't a thing anymore. Thought I'd escaped it. What was that? What was that other woman's name? Do you remember?
I don't.
I suppose it's not that big a deal. Anyway, yeah. They want me
And what's
dead.
in a name?
Basically, they want me dead because I wouldn't kill one of you. Basically.
Well, I could help you choose one.
This is
Just
the
let
part
me go
where
get my
I
cloak.
I'm sorry, Leroy. You would be present now while the
Yeah.
healing was happening. So this
I jabbed.
This would-
Speaking of the
Nicodemus
devil,
side after, so they just.
I inform everybody telepathically what's happening.
Am I sane today in my
Okay.
jail cell?
Jail cell.
let's see.
Hey man,
That's
Jacob's
right.
got
Yeah.
your
That's
back.
where we left you.
I got
That's
arrested.
cocked. Hold on, let me read
Man,
that.
I think the Nothic has come to like
Yes.
you, to be honest with you.
Okay, I rolled a 15, so you come to in the guard in that neighborhood's guardhouse in their holding cell.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, that's right. He was in jail. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
he
a
kind of did
wooden,
F up.
wooden door. It has a sliding metal door, window kind of thing. Well, that would be at like the 5.5 foot mark. So you're saying, what is the meaning of this? And no one has replied to you.
Give an exacerbated look, and then I do I see keys, like the keys on a ring outside the cell. You want me to do a perception check?
Yeah, you can give me a perception check.
Okay, let's see. That is I gotta bring up the thing right over here. That is what's my perception? +7, so 14.
Okay. So you get up. You're how tall are you at this? Are you?
I was like a little over 6 feet. I was decently tall.
really,
enough.
really tall for an elf. Okay.
I was
Okay.
on
Well
the
then,
taller
yeah,
end.
you would. Well then, you bend a little over and look out through the portal. And there's a hallway that runs north and south. Across, you're like dead in the center. You look to there's cell. There's. Oh, it looks like there could be some activity. No, you can't see a key though. It's just kind of like it's empty. I mean, it's a pretty bland, boring little small hall. You can't see around the corner, but your guess is that is where a officer would be, or one of the guard, or a watch wizard.
Okay. But yeah, there's no keys that I can see. Nothing like nothing in front of me.
Mm-mm. No, they don't seem to hang keys right by the jail cells.
I know.
in
Well, I
Waterdeep.
was just
That window
yeah,
on.
right. You can see like a key on a ring, just it's out of reach. Okay, so you said about
Yeah, no,
the manacles they put on me.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped me from doing somatic however you pronounce it. I'm sorry,
So man,
but I can't. Yeah, somatic. Thank you. I was brain farting.
It
They
does.
stopped me.
The manacles. You looked down. There are no manacles. You wouldn't. And you don't recall them being put on you. So
Oh.
you're just
so
kind of what the
they're an
heck?
invisible thing.
Yeah.
Or are
No,
they
you don't
still
feel
on?
anything.
Oh, okay.
They're not on you. They're not on you. Yes. To put it
Oh.
easy, more simply.
Okay. Misty Step.
So as you cast your spell, nothing happens. There's no. You can't feel the weave. You can't tap to magic.
Yes, I saw that coming.
Yes.
So one of us has gone assassin.
Right.
One of us is in prison.
Right, I know. What did I come
I-
back to? I go off to Skyreach Castle and I come back, and what the hell are you guys doing?
Right, exactly.
It's my fault.
I'm gonna try and telepathically communicate with. Can I establish a telepathic communication with the party?
No, you cannot. You are in a dead zone when it comes to any kind of.
Okay.
What did you do?
Well, Zach
I
does
pull-
know that he's in prison, though.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he's just leaving me here.
I'm
Which
not
is probably
leaving
not the
there. I
worst
haven't had
idea.
my turn to go do anything yet.
That's true.
Well, it was kind of an emergency. I mean, as Dracul's, semi,
Oh yeah,
Dead.
catatonic form had been brought first. So I mean, if you feel that it's time for you to go pick up Arstis, that's fine. You can start heading down there.
Well, there's nothing I can do right now because he's with the healer, they're cool, so it might as well. I let Nicodemus know, like, hey, I've got to go take care of something.
Very well.
Yell out, who is the buffoon in charge of this place? Answer me at once.
Pipe down!
What?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am? I'm gonna pull that trick.
So then comes this the guard, and he's like, "Yes, I know exactly who you are. You're the buffoon who turned into a giant reptile with a chicken head and ran amok through Waterdeep. That's who you are."
Fair enough.
I have no memory of this.
Well, that's not my problem. That's your problem. And he turns and starts to walk away.
I say, you say you know who I am. So you understand the nature of my business to a degree. Do you not?
Yes.
Then you also understand that by keeping me here, you are stopping me from doing what needs to be done.
Not even the heroes of Waterdeep are above Waterdeep's law.
Ooh,
You will serve your penance and then be released.
I do have the ability to speak with legal counsel, do I not?
You waive that right.
It's the 15th century. They didn't have that.
I figured as much, but I'm going to try and pull whatever stops I can. I am aware. I do know. Yeah, I do know the people who run this city. You do realize that, right? I could make things very difficult, or I can make them very easy.
Wow.
Now let me out of this cell.
The
Oh
old
yeah,
elf.
he's gonna be. Yeah, he's an asshole.
Well, the old elf is having a Karen moment. We know.
Yeah, no, he's a complete Karen. Yes, when he's a dick mode. Yes.
Well, currently you are being held for a misappropriation of magic. Would you care to add bribery, blackmail, and intimidation to that?
How was I misappropriating magic? What exactly did I do?
You ran down the streets of Waterdeep, causing terror in the shape of a giant chicken lizard.
Chicken Saurus.
Well, did I hurt
You
you?
assaulted. You assaulted the people of Waterdeep. You attacked a donkey.
Oh my god.
Oh, was it
Really
my
isn't that
donkey?
bad. No.
It wasn't my donkey.
It was the donkey was owned by Lord Gilderoy's Gilded Frames,
Oh.
and it was on loan to you for delivery.
Well, can I just pay a fine to him and be done with this mess then?
You will be paying a fine when you are released at the end of the day. If I remember to let you out.
Oh, oh.
Because I'm a very, very important man myself, and quite busy, and I am done with this conversation. Good day.
Oh, there you go. By the way, you haven't given us a renown in quite a while. We're sitting on 10 right now.
That's true.
That was a
Yeah.
Well,
long
I
time
don't
ago.
get anything, but yeah.
Yeah. I think you guys are almost at the top of the list as it is. I'm trying to. But no, I forgot about that too. I had you pretty high up. Where is that? I don't want to stop and look. If someone wants to look it up that for faction renown, that would be fantastic.
Well, we were sitting at 10,
so-
and that's welcomed, and it goes all the way to 40 or greater, and that's exalted.
Leroy, yeah, give me a sec, Chester. Leroy would be, let's say you pay 6 copper to go 2 miles to where Arstis is held up.
Alright.
Aye.
Okay. You're at the front of the watchtower there. There's one guard at the post in front of the watchtower. And he looks at you and says, "Oh, it's time to pick up your friend now, huh?"
Yeah. Short
Well,
and sweet.
I'll-
Just like
I'll go. Let me get the captain, or the sergeant. Would probably be sergeant here. Sergeant, there is someone here to speak with you. He steps back outside, closes the door at his side's post. And so he walks away from you, GOP, when he hears that he's being called, and he's like, "And as a matter of fact, there is some of my very, very important business right now." Oh yeah, I already said good day. So fuck off. Then he he goes outside, and the door. Oh, and there he sees you, and he says, "Oh yes, Sir Jenkins. Would you be so kind as maybe wait another 8 hours?"
I'm sorry, but this can't
I'd kinda
wait.
like to
There's time is of the essence. I have a friend that's dying.
I understand.
We have we're preparing
Oh my.
for some very important things, and we need him now.
Well, if you would come in and just keep quiet for a minute, well, I'll let you gather his effects. Why? I let him out. So he
you.
takes you in, and you're in like the entryway, and he pulls out a wooden box, and that wooden box are his effects, his bag of holding, his chicken, whatever. And then he says, "Give me one moment, then, sir." And the sergeant walks back to you and says, "Arstis, whatever your name is, I am sorry we have horrible news for you. We have to move you to the larger prison."
Why?
"Oh, because the judge said so." He takes his keys and starts to unlock. "Don't try anything funny. The magic that inhibits your abilities is still in effect." Opens the
This
door.
is ridiculous.
Oh. Move along.
I start to walk. I start to walk along.
Okay. So as you walk along, you turn the corner, and there's Leroy holding a box of your stuff.
But it's about time. I guess that this is going to be a farewell. I look to the jailer.
I will not miss you.
Nor will
Good
I
day.
miss you. And I grab my things. And I'm like, let us depart. There better not be anything missing from this, by the way.
Yes. Nothing that you'll miss. No.
Oh.
Oh,
Not at all.
Yeah, so we.
No, all your stuff's there. You just
I know. I'm just.
you look through it.
I'm just being a dick. Yeah, that's just.
I know.
All right, we leave. So what's
Yes.
going on
It
exactly?
is.
What did I miss?
Well, you're being charged with donkey dunking.
Donkey, donkey.
I was talking to Leroy because we were leaving.
That is a $5 gold for your fine, or 5 gold piece fine. But
How dare you, donkey dunk?
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a crime, and I
very
tossed
serious.
the five coins at him, but intentionally miss his hands, and it falls on the ground. Like, oh, clumsy me. Let's get going.
Well, you should pick that up
Mm.
and hand it to me properly.
And I intervene, and I just look at him and say, "I don't have time for your bullshit. We're going." And then we're going.
All right, all right.
I look at him and I'm
Guys
like,
go.
intimidation. You want me to roll intimidation on that shit?
Yeah, go ahead if you want to.
I'm good at it. Ooh. 27.
Ooh.
He takes a step back and he puts his hand on the dagger that's on his belt. Well, good day. Good day,
Damn.
I say. I need to.
Damn
All
right.
Yeah. Okay. Done. All right, so guys, you're all back together wherever you want to be. Dracul's just got a headache right now. He's recovering. He's got little black veins on his neck, where the poison's like just kind of, it's just he just doesn't look that great. But you are not suffering any more effects from this as far as we go. So
I do
discuss
ask,
your plan.
I do ask him as he's away because I haven't left the side. I do ask him. I says, "Do you want this one revived?"
Revived? Oh. Why would we need them revived?
I'm just asking. You might want to talk with her. I don't know. Just asking.
Oh, I know where she's from already, so no, we'll just, throw her in the dump. Get rid of that corpse.
I asked the priest to dispose of the body properly.
Yes, sir. We will.
And I give a 10 gold piece donation to the order for the effect of it.
Perfect. As you should.
Well, of course you should pay for it.
Let's see. Yeah. Well,
Always pay
you're
for
cool,
it.
then.
That's my motto.
Yes,
That's inappropriate, Jeff.
it's not inappropriate to donate to a
No, not
religious
you.
order.
Not you. To Jeff. It's inappropriate.
Yeah, Jeff.
Anyways. Okay, so
Anyways.
we should probably discuss the matters at hand. I'm assuming we are all caught up on we all get caught up on what's going on with our various missions that we need to partake in.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we know what we need to do. Can you finish the renown real quick before we move on?
Yeah, we'll just put you up to the next level. Rank 4. Renown would be 25, or let's just say 30.
Okay.
And that is a mentor. So rank 4 characters are trusted voices within the faction's leadership. They're looked upon as champions of the faction's beliefs and as mentors by those of lower rank.
Now this is with the Harpers?
And the Order.
All right, so this
For
is...
you and for Zach.
Right. So this is 30, and the rank is 4, you said? 5? What?
Right here. I'll blow this up. Boop, boop, boop. Rank 4, Mentor.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that mean you guys get your own squires? They have to
It
follow you
does.
around and do
You can
whatever you
actually,
tell.
I want a squire.
you can
I know
actually,
who I'm going to make my
you can
squire.
recruit people. I would say you could recruit people for missions.
Well,
that
cool.
would be appropriate for
Now
that.
the old name I had was Bright Candle. What's the?
Oh yeah, let's see if I can pull that up here. Do.
The rank before that is dim bulb.
Probably.
Nimble.
Right.
That would be you on a bad day.
That's me on an average day.
On an average day. Okay.
On a bad day, I'm damp cave.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my. Yeah, dead air.
Dead air.
Okay.
This is the sort of entertainment you can expect from the channel of Chester Busby right here.
That's right.
Everybody.
There you go.
That's how we do.
Exactly the plan. Right on target.
Uh-huh.
I don't. Faction. I think that's. I don't remember what freaking book it's in.
The Necronomicon. It's in there somewhere, I'm sure. Just go reading. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your fancy new titles. That's what you guys.
Fancy new title.
Well, I like this kind of. This is one of the things I like about D&D, right?
He's a nerd, man.
I am a nerd.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it.
So let's see.
You're playing D&D
What
right
the heck
along
is
with
all
us,
that?
you know.
I
You
know
are.
because I'm a nerd.
Yeah. I do
Mhm.
love how we are the nerds of nerddom.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know how that
We
came to
are.
be, but it is true. Yeah.
because it's D&D is the OG, you know.
It is the OG, I guess. That's true. Aw.
So
Yes.
yeah.
Mother
But,
trucker, where is that?
Most of us have
Uh-huh.
scars to prove it.
So we were kind of discussing before with this different these different things that we want to do. You know, these few missions. While we're waiting, we can, I guess, talk about it a bit. Did we want to try and do everything simultaneously? That would be interesting, but probably be dangerous.
Well, we can't do it all simultaneously, but what we could do is send Zach and I to go deal with the two, diplomatic missions, and you two who can both go and stay invisible to go and scout out the Well of Dragons. That's
All
what
right,
we
so I'm
discussed
going
before. The tower we'd
scouting
have
with
to do.
Rabbit.
Well, I mean,
All
it
right.
makes sense, right? Because you guys can be invisible.
True, and I can polymorph into small critters.
You can, yeah.
And plus, I've got the arcane eye.
That's
So,
right.
like, yeah. So, yeah, totally. Rabbit and I are going on an adventure.
Hey. Let's hope we don't get more assassins as well.
Uh-huh.
Right.
That'd be great.
We'll be
And
fine.
Having Zach with me helps because it's a paladin of the order, so
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
True.
a high ranking.
Going on a trip. Okay. Oh, come fucking on, man. This is irritating. We're gonna call you the Shining Bell. I can't remember what it is.
Sounds good.
I can't find it. I'm having a moment, senior moment. It's probably right in front of me
Okay.
and in my hands, but I don't know. Anyone else can look though too. It's all good. But anyways,
Hope the
for
DM has
your
their-
title, there's a title. You have a title like Leroy Jenkins, the Chevron. I don't know, at the or something, whatever it is. But either way, let's ramp up this game a little bit and make things happen now. Okay, so who's going where first? You guys are gonna break it? You're gonna split up?
I guess so. So it's going to be, yeah, Chester and Zach are going to do the diplomatic stuff. And then I
Okay.
guess I'm going with Rabbit to scout out the Well of Dragons. And after that, I guess we'll
Okay.
come back together and go hit that tower.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds like a plan.
Let's see. Oh, that's a tie. We'll go with Chester and Zach first. Okay.
Okay.
So I assume you're going to go teleport to. Oh my gosh, where are we going here?
Well, I actually have on my list. I have
Yeah.
the sigils for Anbar's Gate. So let's go there first.
Okay. All right. Vroom, you're there. The whole place is. It's as dwarven gets. You have the reliefs etched into the stonework. Massive hall that you walk into after you leave the teleportation chamber. You are looked up and down by some guards. They do know that you have permission, so you're able to go through. They do ask you for, state your business.
I'm here to speak to the king.
What brings you to our fine hall?
I'm here to speak to the king.
Well, let's see. The king is seeing people today, so you just head down to the chamber of waiting for your moment, and then you will go in turn.
I bow
Know
my
what
head
it's called?
and I head there.
Yeah. Come on, dude. I was up all night drinking. I can't think this shit right now. I'm having a
It's the
hard
chamber of waiting for your moment.
Well, for the
That's the
Vergar, it
official
makes
title.
sense, doesn't it?
It is. It's canon.
Yep.
Going to have to write that one down.
I
Hold
asked
on.
Zach
It's
as
going
we're
in
strolling along, well, as I'm floating
every-
along. I said, have you ever been amongst the dwarves before?
Never have. This will be a first.
Yes. I doubt you'll like them.
Oh, I can't be that bad. I work in a blacksmith.
I kind of look at you out the side of my eye.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, there's a line of dwarves in the chamber of waiting for your moment, and they as time goes by, you move up the line, and then there is a dwarven scribe sitting in front of a podium, writing down with his quill people's names and their issue, and then it's your turn. You two are now at the scribe. After you give him your name and your reason to see the king, you'll move up the line till you're allowed into the throne room. So, well,
I am Lord
Name?
Nicodemus Shadowdusk of Waterdeep.
and
I'm here to have a private audience with the king.
private. Yes. And you? Who are you?
I am Leroy Jenkins of... I forgot what temple. Sorry. I'm Leroy Jenkins, paladin to Waterdeep.
Order of the Gauntlet.
Order of the
The
Gun.
gauntlet.
And you are
Keeper of the
for
flame.
future in your head I'm saying you are Sir Leroy Jenkins, Paladin of the Order of the Gauntlet.
I send it back. You're sir of your own dick.
What? 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 He's trying to help you. What? I don't. Oh my god.
Anyways,
He says, he calls for another attendant. He taps the paper. The other guy looks at it. Uh-huh. And then speaking to each other in Dwarvish is like, the king is... Yes, he's part of the council. Yes, he would... Ask him. I don't know. Is this council business?
Indeed.
Yes. Yeah, let's go. Okay. So that's the other dwarf moseys on out into like a little side door. Not straight into the throne room, but he's going through a different doorway. And 5-10 minutes pass. He comes back and starts whispering in the other doorseer, who's the scribe. Oh, well, you're most irregular. The king will be taking a recess. Now you two follow Axebeard. And you go, that's this other dwarf. And yeah, his beard, it looks like an axe sideways, It's like
Perfect.
an axe head coming off of his chin.
Nice.
And it says, follow me.
I do.
And they open the throne room doors as the glow of the fire and of the braziers that are burning, and shine on everyone as you go in. They close the door behind you. I mean, it is gilded with gold and stone. As you're walking down this long hall, and that people with short little legs walk up and down all the time. Why do I throw that in? I don't know, but I did. And you are now in front of what's his name? Conrad, Lord of the wherever you are.
And Bargate.
And
Official
Bargate.
title.
Fuck me, sideways.
That
Okay.
is me, man.
He's yes, Braun Anvil, Conrad Braun Anvil. He very noble-looking dwarf.
Well, he is a king.
He's
Yep.
he is, and he says, Lord Nicodemus and Sir Leroy, what brings you to my golden hall?
How many people are in this room with us right now?
So there is a visor off to his right. There are some courtiers that would be in the room. So it's not completely private. It's just
Right.
there isn't public
Okay.
in it.
I say, Your Majesty, it is truly an honor to be in your presence in this beautiful hall. Am I at liberty to speak freely? This is quite personal information.
So he has his axe on his lap. He picks it up, stamps the handle down on the ground to get everyone's attention. Clear the hall! And as they do, as you look around, you see above him, in shining silver, the magic dragon armor hanging on the wall.
Okay.
Just dangling there. He's not wearing it.
Well, he's probably got better.
No,
armor.
he's not wearing it. Yeah, he does.
So
Look at
I
that
wait
armor.
for
That's
him
fucking
to.
fancy.
I wait for the room to clear and him to acknowledge us to speak.
Puts his axe back on his lap and looks at you. Proceed.
We have been trying to add the.
I
dragons.
assume this is.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We have been
I
trying
was
to
gonna say.
add.
I assume this is a dire.
My God, dude. Go ahead, say your thing, dude.
1, 2, 3. Not it. Okay, so yeah, he just says, this must be dire that you would make all the way here instead of it being for a council meeting. I hope this is just something that is known to other members of the council, or at least this is above, everything's above board. He doesn't want any kind of shifty shit. Is essentially what he says. I just can't think of the words. So,
Well, he's a dwarf. He might well say shifty shit. I mean,
yeah, that's true. Okay.
So once I can tell that he's done speaking, I say, as you know, my lord, we have been trying to bring the dragons, the fairer dragons, onto our side. And we have made great strides in that direction, my lord. However, they have 2 requests. One of which I think shan't be too much of a problem, but the other regards you.
Hey. Let's see.
It seems that the dragon, a particular dragon, a silver dragon, has a dead relative that hangs upon your wall as I look up at the armor. and they wish to bury them
Yes.
properly. So one of their conditions for joining the alliance is to have the armor back.
An effrontery.
Huh?
Many dwarves died in this battle with the dragons. It would be a shameful thing for me to throw away their deaths by returning this to the foes we vanquished.
Oh, I indeed understand, my lord. It is just and a righteous statement you have made. However, I have found, because me being just a simple little noble of Waterdeep, I have come to notice that the dwarves and the elves have ancient laments, and the giants and the dragons seem hell bent on just destroying each other. All of those who are part of the alliance do seem to have history together, and I understand and respect that. However, the threat of Tiamat is greater than you might imagine in all your holy status, sir, because I have something else to report to you. There has been a conjunction of the multiverse, and we have witnessed it. We were because of
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay.
And then continue.
All right, that right there is, let's see, 28, 35.
God, man.
And as
I
you say
know.
that, he raises his hand and starts to stroke his braids on his beard
I say that
and leans forward, keenly listening. And
we
what?
were
All
on
right,
a mission.
yes.
Yeah, we were on a mission to help young Jenkins here with some ancient problems. And successful we were in that, actually. And I'm quite proud to say that his family is now intact and whole and free, and it is a wonderful thing. However, in doing this, we ran afoul of the Lachey. Now, he definitely knows who they are, I'm sure. And he probably scowls at the name, actually. And a certain
Grumbles.
Duke Horfrost, you might know, sent us forward in time, a little bit of mischief from the Fae, and we saw Tiamat and the destruction she brought. It's much worse than we thought. It's not just the threat of Tiamat, which in and of itself is an incredible threat, but it also brings the blood war to Faerun. This must be stopped at all costs. I know I don't even have to say that to you. You know this is true. I understand the honor and what was sacrificed in getting that armor. I respect it, my lord. However, which is the greater good here?
What proof have you of this time travel and apocalypse that you saw?
I stiffen my back and I say, my word.
And all that we require for the dragon's aid in our alliance is a trophy.
Yes, sir.
Now, before I agree, if I do agree, what did the dragons require from the elves?
An apology.
An apology for
Being elves, I guess.
what
And
act?
killing so many dragons long, long ago.
For the mythal.
More than likely, my lord. I do not think that will be much of a problem. I'm sure you have been made abreast of the situation with the Elven King and his scandal. I do not think it will be much
Yes.
to get him to
The shame on
to
his
do
family.
so. Yes, sir.
When do you need an answer, young lord?
Well, in the timeline we existed in, although we know it has been, as I said, a conjunction has happened, we are literally a couple of weeks away from Tiamat emerging. Now, it seems from the mystics, they have said that this has been pushed back some, but I do not expect it to be pushed that back that much. I would not be so arrogant to put a timetable on Your Majesty's time. However, prudence and expediency would be helpful.
As you see, the thoughts are moving in his head, and he stops. He turns his body halfway and looks up. And he looks back at you and he says, "The fate of the world, you say?"
Actually, yes.
"I shall bring this armor to the next meeting of the council."
I bow my head deeply. I praise your wisdom, Your Majesty.
"And I yours. Go, heroes of the realm. I will see you soon."
I bow properly and leave the room in the appropriate manner. Leroy,
Do you grab Leroy when you bow? Do you grab Leroy's arm and help him to bow too while you're? No,
well, I would think I wouldn't have to do that, but yeah, you're probably right. I do.
Yeah.
no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just giving a shit. But I'm sure Leroy knows all the proper.
respectfully bow. I'm not a total dick.
No, I know.
I'm
I'm just
anti-authoritarian
all right.
or something.
Well, you are properly trained in
Check
chivalry
that
and
one.
stuff, so you are a knight.
Yeah. So I would have bowed. And kept silent.
All right, check that one off your list. And
All right.
now, for Dracul and RST's, your connection good there, Rabbit?
Yeah. I got it back. I had to restart
Okay.
everything.
Sweet. Okay. Good old Discord. Reliable, trusty.
Yeah.
Always.
You guys,
Always.
yeah. Let's see. Let's look up on the map and see how far you guys have to go. Where we're headed. Type slow. Up.
What's up now?
What's up? All right.
We're
Well
going
of
on an
Dragons.
adventure.
All right. So, how do you get there?
Okay, so we know the location and where we're trying to get to. We're aware of that.
Yes. It is in near the Sunset Mountains. It's in the Canyonlands there.
All right, I have teleportation circles, so I don't. I know the location. I would assume I know the location here. So if I need to get back, but to go there, in order not to spend the spell, I'm going to go to the House of Wonders. To get them to teleport us to that location, or relatively close to it. So we're yeah, because I can get us back, so.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, also, just before we go, I talked to Rabbit. You are good at disguises, are you not?
I am.
Do you think you could make us some cultist disguises? Something that, just in case our invisibility fails us, we have a backup.
I'm assuming so. Yes. That's definitely a good idea.
All right. Do you guys know how long that would take? I was assuming it wouldn't take that long, but it's not probably something that complicated. But I don't know, Bill. How long do you think that would take us before we go?
To well, go ahead and give me an investigation roll. And Jakul, go ahead and roll your proficiency.
You want me to do an investigation,
But
or does
yeah, I
Sam do
want you
one?
to do an investigation.
You
Oh,
guys
okay.
have robes in
Investigate.
your bags.
All
Because
right.
I have,
You have
you've
robes
got
in
the
your
answer.
bags.
Oh yeah, we
yes.
do. Yeah, he's not wrong.
That's
We've
right.
allowed to.
Well, it was a long time ago. Okay, we do have robes in the
That's
bag.
right.
Yeah, we
You
have all
do,
sorts
and
of stuff actually from him, don't we? Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. Then we have
yeah,
those
Yeah.
robes. So
Yeah.
I was
yeah,
gonna
before
say,
we,
yep,
It's
you
not
found
rolled.
it.
I forgot we had them. That was my bad. It was a long time
No,
ago. Okay.
It was.
Um. Okay.
it's an off
Then we're
night.
fine.
It's all right.
Yeah. Right. So we go to the House of Wonders, or the place where you normally go to teleport. Uh. And I explain. I bring out a map and I show them, and I tell them, we need to go to this location. Can you teleport us there?
Oh, well, that is a very dangerous place to go to. You sure you want to go there?
Not
Do I
really, but
appear unsure of myself?
No. Well,
Take that, you fop.
it is on prox. Okay, standard fee it would be 100 gold from thee.
Yes. I give him 100 gold.
How close are we going? Where exactly? How far away from the well?
I would. Hmm. How? Because I'm debating. We need to get far enough away to where we're not going to be spotted. Is there an area where we can go in that might be obscured? Maybe uh possibly a couple miles. I think a couple miles would probably be good. Distance in an area where we might be obscured because I don't know the terrain.
In the mountains or out into the plains? Or in the canyon lands?
Uh,
All that remains.
right. I would say we should probably get teleported more into the mountainous area. I guess might be better just because it might give us more cover. Is the well is the
Will
well
do.
out in the open, or is it
The well is within the mountain range. It is a caldera of an old volcano.
Okay. Then I guess put us at the within about a mile in the mountains. A mile away. Yeah.
It- what all do you know of the well?
Uh I notice where the well actually what do we know? Should I do a history check of the area to see if I get more information?
And not that this is any of my business, but I do suggest maybe you go read up on it before you go there.
Well, can I do a
I'll be
history
waiting
check
for your return.
to see what knowledge I may
Yeah.
have? Okay. That
Yeah,
is
you can.
okay. That is a 13 plus 11, so that is a 24.
You do know that's a citadel operated by the cult. It's a was a dragon graveyard before the cultists inhabited the area. It was like many dragons would travel to the well to die. And that you do know cultists have built a citadel there, and they have used that area for a place to transform dragons into Draco Liches. But as far as what it looks like, where it is exactly, you would have to do some research.
The geography in place.
Exactly, you would have to do some research to get.
Very well. I'll be back to teleport later. We have to do a little research first. Okay.
Okay,
Is there
so we'll
a
spend. you're gonna
Yeah.
spend maybe let's see, D 6 hours, so 4 hours. And that's traveling to a library, finding a place that has the books that you need, then poring over all the tomes that you do find, and now go ahead and give me a would that be history check again?
Okay. Another one.
Now that you've studied it.
Let's see. Okay, so it's a 22. I don't know if I add anything
Okay,
else to it.
so
Yeah.
no, it's history. So there is an arcane, text that you found that describes pretty good, gives you a decent idea where the well is. It's a hand drawn map. So it's essentially like what you see on my share screen here.
Okay.
But you do know, because of that area, to the west is Dark Hold, and that is going to be a bad place. It's a Zentarium stronghold. And they'll have patrols in the Sunset Mountains.
Okay.
So, yeah, I
So
mean, you can try.
with
I'm sorry.
Okay, so you said in the west is where the patrols are, so I might want to be to the east of it.
Well, to the west is Darkhold. They patrol the
Yeah.
mountains.
Yeah.
They patrol. So, mountain range is large, but there would be.
Yes.
They do patrol the mountains.
I'm just looking for what would be, given my new knowledge of the geography, what would be the best place for us to go in without being detected? Is just based
Yeah.
off
Well,
of
okay.
what I
So
was reading.
there's nothing that's foolproof, but
Obviously,
because you don't know because you don't know the patrols. But like you were saying, the east would be the most logical.
yeah. Okay, then that's. Oh, we go
Let's
back
go with
to
that
the.
then, yeah.
Yeah, we go back to the House of Wonders, and we tell them to position us about we'll say probably best to say 2 miles, 2 miles east. Gives us a
Okay. Now,
little
do you
bit of
have any
room.
forging or cartography or any kind of skills like that to like recreate the map?
That's a
I mean,
good
you can
point.
always do it by hand. I mean,
Yeah, I think I have some parchment and uh, writing utensils, but I don't really have a lot of skills. I think in that area.
but anyone can draw, a
Yeah,
map more or less. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
essentially, yeah. I don't have any
yeah, but we're
special
just talking about
skills.
precision. Yeah, yeah. So it won't be, it won't be it'll be you'll copy it as best as you can, which is, I mean, I rolled for you, so it's a decent job.
Okay.
You take that to the wizard known as Fopdanfopolis, and
Ooh.
yep, and he's going to cast that spell.
Okay.
The spell happens, and you find yourself out in the wilderness, in the mountain
Um,
range. I assume that you would
Invisible?
be prepared. I presume that you take the time to prepare to have like whatever you need to be out in the wild, camping gear or whatnot,
Yeah.
if you need it.
Yeah, I had. I mean,
Um,
I had already said I had already bought all the supplies.
yeah, yeah, okay. So that's cool. So you're off. Gonna do. It's time to start. Now, if you stealth, you will be going
Uh,
half speed.
okay.
Okay, you can cover 2 miles a day. Okay, at half. Well, in the mountains, it's gonna be a mile a day. All right, so it'd take you about. It would take you. It's gonna take you 2 days to get there. If you go normal time, you can get there in a day.
Or we can just fly.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Never done that before.
So
And you say I can be invisible with that cloak without and do
True.
other things, didn't you? So that makes life
yeah,
easy.
as long as the hood's up, you're invisible.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
Yeah.
basically like an on-off switch. It's just like
Yeah.
what the character in the cartoon had.
Yeah.
It's like Harry
So-
Potter.
Well, as we're
Could say
traveling,
that.
how? I mean, like, are these mountains thick with patrols, or are we talking about Like, how
You
often
don't
do
know.
we?
There was no documentation on the Darkhold's troop movements in the library that you were at.
Well,
That's not
true,
where that
true. No,
information would
I
be.
get it.
You would have
But
to
I'm just saying, as we travel,
you would
are
have to
we?
go to like maybe to the Harpers and ask them about the Darkhold, but that wasn't
Yeah,
done.
yeah. No, I get it. I'm just saying, as we're traveling, because we're saying being stealthy and whatnot.
Um,
Are we seeing enemies?
if you want to metagame it, I'm rolling Wandering Monsters for you. So
Oh, okay.
we'll
Well,
do
that's
that.
fine. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So what's your plan? Stealth or not?
I think
um,
stealth's the best option, really,
well,
because
you
we
can.
don't want to be seen. But
Yeah, well, you can go invisible at will, and I can fly. So, or I mean, I can go invisible too. It doesn't really matter. But that's just to get us there quick enough. So, yeah, I think we could probably move at regular speed as long as you're invisible and I'm flying.
And you guys are both. So you're casting flight and invisibility. Aren't those
No,
both
no, no.
concentration?
No. I'm not casting invisibility. I'm casting flight, and I'm getting more of an eagle eye view. Because we're in the mountains. I'm guessing, is it snowy? What's the?
It is. It's winter. It's cold.
Okay.
So you're gonna go fly in the air. You are
Well,
sure
at the
about
very
that?
least, yeah. At the very well,
I don't think it's a great
yeah.
idea
That's
with
well.
dragons
You know
around.
what? I can polymorph into a bird too.
That's probably a better idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll polymorph into a bird. You have the
Lunch.
hood, so you can be in. Huh?
Lunch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, mm, yeah, an owl. I think an owl would be cool.
Or a hawk.
Yeah. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're
Okay.
just gonna let's
Or
get
a
there.
bald
So
eagle. America.
is Dracul? How's he moving? On
Well,
foot?
yeah, but you
By
have
by
the
land, yeah.
you have the
On my feet.
invisibility cloak.
Invisible,
I'll
yeah.
keep an eye in the sky and watch out for different things. But yeah, essentially, yeah, you can be invisible, and I can fly.
Are you staying within the tree? And
I'm
because
gonna
there'll be
stay.
some areas where you'll reach tundra. So
Okay.
so
Well,
yeah, I mean,
we'll keep cover as much as we can. But yeah,
okay. Well, then
essentially,
you can roll stealth.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I want to make sure we don't get eaten by
Okay.
dragons or cultists.
okay.
Alright, I rolled just.
I just didn't want it to take 2 days, but
27.
all right.
Okay.
That was actually a really good roll. It's a 19. It's not bad.
Okay. All right. First day, no incidents. Okay.
Nice.
So now, same plan for the next day. All right. So the second day, there is no incident. You are able to avoid anything. You don't see any troops. There aren't any humans. You do see different animals. It's all natural, more or less. Deer or elk and different kind of birds and whatnot. No monsters though. Nothing of that nature. So you are at the end of their second day. You can now in the distance. You see that you're coming up on the caldera. You are close enough as you feel comfortable, I would assume, right? You're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in this time too, I have put my contingent spell up. So I have within that day frame, I have enough time to cast contingency on myself. So I already told you what that
Okay.
would entail.
So, right as you start to get closer to the caldera, it is the top where the peak. There's no peak because it's been blown off, but it's all dark smoke above it. The mountains are black. It's always like you're getting into like a perpetual storm. Is what it starts to appear to be. Let's throw this picture up of it.
Okay. This will probably be the point we should both make sure we have our cultist outfits equipped, just in case.
I assumed we were already wearing them
oh, yeah.
underneath
Yeah,
our
well,
other
okay.
robes.
True.
And if you know what I mean.
Well,
'cause
Yeah, now we're wearing them at the very least on the outside, so we look like cultists.
I look invisible, but
So
yeah.
you've got
Well,
robes.
yeah. If we weren't
You,
invisible, we look like cultists.
Yeah, definitely.
you've got so you've got the robes over your magic cloak, more
Yeah,
or
it's gonna
less.
have to be that way because
Yeah.
as long as I've got the hood up, it's all good.
And that's fine. Like I said, I mean, it is bleak. The weather is nasty. It's dark. It's stormy. It's
Is that the place?
there's some. I mean, it's windy, but it's not enough to be buffeting you or throwing you about. But it is. There's the other thing that you notice is there is a in your ears. You hear where else would you hear the horn, the Draken horn, like a constant drumming hum sound that just permeates everything. It's not dominating, but it's there, and you can hear it. And you can feel that there's like you can tell there's like a magical quality to this, and the air, and it has this. What it actually, I don't know if you guys did we discuss what it does? Well, I think I did. I think it's compelling evil dragons to take flight and come to it. So give me another stealth roll.
All right.
Please don't. Well, I can't possibly fail. It's actually impossible now with reliable talent.
Yeah.
See, because I
That-
can't get a...
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's
I mean, for you,
21 for me.
It's a
you're going to be
15.
fine. You're invisible.
Oh, it's
Are
not.
you
Yeah,
an
it's
owl
not just
now,
that. I
or are
mean,
you?
You know what? I probably shouldn't be an owl at this point.
No, you wouldn't be because you put on the
Yeah,
robes.
yeah.
So now you're going to start walking
Yeah.
forward. So are you casting invisibility on yourself? What are you doing?
Yes, I'll cast invisibility on myself. It's just a good precaution to do. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
invisible.
overhead. As you turn invisible. You guys leave your cover and start heading towards the caldera. Overhead is like a flight of dragons as they swoop
I love
down
that movie.
and circle the right. They encircle the citadel that you see. Well, as you let's see now, how are you going to start your search? What do you need? What are you going to do? You've come in from the east side of the map, right? So you would be over here. You can see my cursor,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Coming in.
Yeah.
Now, there has not been much in the way of any roads or on this side. It's just the nature. It's just nature. It's just rock, stone, mountain, wood,
Yeah.
and the as you get closer to the caldera, there is not really vegetation. So your only cover is going to be rocks if you need to duck for cover. That has charred. The land is
Basically
charred.
like Mordor.
Yeah.
It
Essentially.
is basically like Mordor. Yeah. There you go.
Can
Grand,
I?
taken one from Grandpapa Tolkien. It is dark and bleak like Mordor. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Rabbit, you think I should do an arcane eye and see what I can see? And I mean, there's probably gonna be some sort of a block, but
It's
like
not a bad idea, is it? I mean, it
Yeah.
saves us getting too close for now.
yeah, we can avoid some areas that we might not need to travel into because we don't really know what the inside of this place is, unless my research told me anything about the interior of this place, which I doubt it. Then yeah.
Let's see. What do I want to roll for that? I'll just do a 20. Nah, as far as its interior structure, no. The exterior was it told you it was a citadel. When you look at it, actually you can't even get to. You're not to it yet. You're not seeing like this full structure. You would probably see part of that. Not much really, because dang, you're down below. You know what I mean? With the but you do see the top of the caldera and enshrouded in smoke. So that's really all you see. You're gonna cast Arcane Eye.
When I'm close enough to I mean, like if I'm still really far away from, that's different. But if I'm close enough to where we go in, where I can have arcane eye cast, then yeah.
Okay, well, no, you're gonna have to move in now. I was thinking, you came out of your bivouac or whatever kind of shelter you made, your hut or whatnot. Um, but yeah, I mean, you can start moving it.
Okay. Well, we are moving towards the place anyways, but yeah, I was gonna say when we kind of get closer to the entrance, then I would cast Arcane Eye to kind of get a view inside.
So
Um,
there is no what I'm saying is it's a side of a mountain. So
yeah,
you're gonna have to like send the eye up the mountain or go around the base or however. It only has a 30-foot range in vision, right? So it is
yeah.
going to.
All right. So if we're coming up to the mountain, the whole point is we got to get inside this place to do our uh to see exactly what's going on. Right. That was
Yeah,
the
you're gonna
goal.
have to scale. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
scale the mountain now. Then, so let's
All right.
give me a
I've
give me a
got rope.
strength and stealth. Let's start with you guys are invisible. Let's start with a climbing. I'd say you'd want to
Okay.
take probably the place even if you're doing the most low resistance kind of path. It's the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
it's not a walk in the park at all. It's
and
so
since my as a bonus action, I can use my mage hand to push an object 5 feet in whichever direction. Uh, can I use that as an assist to help me get up the mountain to kind of
does it
keep?
have a does it have like a doesn't there like a certain max weight that I can push?
So it doesn't say there's a size limit is what it says. It
A
doesn't
size
give a
limit.
weight limit. Yes. So I think it's
That no,
like
that works. What is the size limit?
I think it's like a I think it's larger than large. So it's I think it's like larger, smaller
Gig-
creatures. I can yeah, whatever it is. It's like larger, smaller creatures I can push with it. So nothing larger than
Okay,
large
okay.
is yeah.
So yeah, small, medium, and large. So that includes you. So yeah, you can.
Yes.
Now is that concentration?
No, it's just it's literally just a bonus action that I can
Okay,
do on
okay,
my turn to
Or-
push something 5 feet.
okay. So are you saying like it's just constantly going to be holding your backside and helping you up?
Yeah, it's pushing me along as I climb as an added precaution is the way that I want to use it.
You afraid of heights? You don't want
Okay,
to fall down.
he
Well,
is.
I mean,
And
yeah,
he knows.
I don't
Well,
want
he's
to fall
weak.
down a mountain. Yeah, I'm not very strong.
Yeah.
So I this would be an assist to stop me from falling, essentially.
Okay.
Um
I'll as the bonus action. I mean, yeah, it'll help. You could do it at advantage. This to
okay.
help you with this. It's now. I mean, it would be something in about an. I mean, it's going to take you over an hour to climb up this thing. So it could be half a day. I mean, it's big. So can you continue to hold that all day long, constantly using it? You just go for the dirt. Yeah. So go ahead and roll at advantage right now. It'll be like a help.
Okay.
We'll do this
Ooh.
unique thing this time now. Not always. It's not. I'm not setting a new precedent. Right.
Okay. All right. Well, my
But
yeah,
because you're creative and you thought of something cool, let's do it. Right.
okay. So that is my strength is -1. If I'm
No, no.
recalling. So that is a 15.
Okay. You're climbing up the hill. Dracul, your turn.
I'm rolling strength.
Yes. This is climbing as a strength check. Did you bring rope?
I got. Yeah.
Yes,
I said I had
think
rope.
we have a lot of rope. We should probably tie ourselves together, or like
I mean,
might be.
you are rope dealers.
Yeah, right. We if there's one thing that we have in abundance,
It's
it
rope.
is
Yeah.
rope.
I got a
Now,
16.
do you have spikes? 16.
I-
You're good. Okay, you're
Oh,
climbing
do
also.
we?
It's.
Yeah, I've
Do you
sure
have
I've got stuff
hammers?
like that.
Any
Sure, I
climbing
remember
gear?
seeing. I'm sure I wrote that down. Yeah, well, I've got a crowbar. It's not really the same.
No.
You know what? Let's say you guys have it because of what I said earlier when you were
Yeah, we
planning
would have
for
got it,
the
wouldn't we?
trip.
Yeah.
Yep. So you may set up, like a belay kind of thing. You can tie off, you can hammer in a spike, tie off rope, and go ahead of RSTs, and that way you won't have to be constantly casting spells. Now, you know what I mean? So you can have that
Yeah.
rope to make it to reduce the difficulty of the DC. Because right now it is a 15 DC, and you guys both just barely made it. Or wait, it's a
wow.
13 right now. Yeah, it's a 13 right now. You guys both barely made it. It is going to be tougher on the next roll, as the steep incline it becomes sharper and more acute of an angle, right? So roll again.
Oh, great. Okay.
And also, this is your invisibility spell. It has after this roll is going to be running out.
Yeah, no, I figured as much. What do I add
So,
to it with the rope?
I'm just decreasing the DC.
Oh,
I'm making it
okay.
a step easier, so it's going to drop. It's now 15 instead of being a 20.
Oh,
Hey, I
well,
passed.
I
I got-
do not.
I got 21.
I got 11.
Oh, you suck.
Okay,
That's
give me
Yeah,
a
I-
dex save.
A save? What kind of save?
Dex.
Oh, Dex.
Dex.
That was good. I believe I have a. Let me see. What is my plus in Dex? That's a non-natural 20.
Awesome.
Okay, so Teeth is getting weak. He's shaky. As he's climbing up the mountain, he loses his grip, and starts to slide. He's able to, be mindful. The rope is holding on to him, and you just you slide across the ground a few feet until the rope catches you. You're able to avoid rolling into a boulders or something that would be very painful with your dexterity. So there's no damage.
Okay.
But you are winded,
I am. All
and
right.
your invisibility has faltered now.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And there's a. Well, let's see what it is. There's a dark, winged shape flying above you as its shadow goes over your body.
Oh, wonderful. So we're already going to be attracting dragons.
Let's hope not. Just stay quiet.
Right? Okay.
What do you do? You got 5 seconds to come up with something.
Hide?
Okay.
We can't really
Screw
hide.
it. I'm going to just
Stealth?
turn in. Yeah, well, we got to be stealthy. We're going to try and. So you said there is snow or there is no snow on this part of on this outside? It's.
Do like the possum.
This.
Okay. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Yeah. No, I know what I'm going to do.
No, like I said, to answer your question, it is the ground's blasted out here. It is just, yeah, it's dirt, rock, stone. It's stone and black stone. I mean, it's burnt.
Okay, can I quickly get up to where?
There is no snow.
Okay, can I quickly get up?
Or
Or you know what? No, I'm going to use minor illusion to make myself look like a part of the rock wall. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Good. Let's see how that works. The dragon starts to turn. Dracul, what are you doing? What did you do?
Well,
Oh, you're invisible.
I'm invisible, yeah.
Yeah, he is
Unless you want me to
invisible.
roll stealth again, as well, but yeah, I'm invisible.
Well, from that, you might. What? Okay, no, it's really up to the dice right now.
Yeah.
The dragon flies past you, and circles back towards the caldera, back into the interior.
Okie dokie.
You are. Okie dokie. Yep.
I really don't want to waste a polymorph.
And I did roll 14. I did roll a 14 for both days, so you were been lucid the whole time. So.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's kind of necessary for climbing a mountain. All right. Uh, I
Right?
Is there any other? Do we have to roll again? Because I'm definitely not going to reach it. Not going to hit a 20. So if it's going to get harder, I'm going to have to polymorph into like something that flies, or just fly. But yeah,
I
What's
see.
I mean, I
are
don't
we
know, dude. What do
almost
you want to
over?
do?
Are we almost over? My question is, how close are we to the summit?
Yeah, what can
You
we
are
see from where we
really
are?
close.
Oh,
You're
Okay.
we
getting
are.
close.
Okay.
You can see the top of this now. Like whoop, let's say that anything that would be above that where the light is hitting it. You know what I mean? You start to see this golden um, top of the citadel with. You can give me a religion check if you have that, don't you?
I think so.
Artis.
Well, I mean, I've got like 6 to it. So yeah, I'll roll for it.
Um, it
16.
is well. It is It is this massive edifice to Tiamat. You have 5 heads on top of this citadel, um, depicting her and all her evil glory. Evil glory. Is there a word for that?
Insidiousness.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Maleficence.
When
Yeah.
maleficence. You could also see like um, in somewhere into the interior where there is like a stairway in here. You can see where the lights are going around it. So that is like a long stairway going up the center to the balcony. And you can make out that these points, there are 5 points on this thing, are all different towers. We're gonna move up. Um, so you guys move up to the edge to look down in. This area, it's not littered just with bones, but as um, also has the back to Mordor. The troops camped um, various humanoids are all without like camped all throughout this area amongst these gigantic bones.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, we kind of move in stealthily, but do we look like we would stand out, like, as we get close enough to see these, the people who are in there? Do we look like we could blend in just with our outfits, or,
It's possible you could pull a stormtrooper move. You'd be like the Death Star.
yeah,
Work
yeah,
your way in. You'd have to make your way down
yeah, well, of course,
without being seen by massive. And as like I said, there are dragons up above you. There's dragons flying through in there. It's to a point where it's like there are times when you're just like, okay, I've looked, I'm ducking down. It's freaking. You don't want to be seen. These are creatures with massive ability to perceive, right?
yeah.
So it would be the risk would be very, very high
Yeah, it
to make
sounds
it
like
down
it.
there.
Well, I don't know what else we can do if we're trying to scout this place out, because we have to get to the actual building. So, I mean,
You could give me a perception roll. I mean, you guys want to observe not just the tower. You want to, and I gave you a little bit of information, but I'm not feeding you everything unless you try and do some looking. You know what I mean?
well,
So
we need to figure out what's going on inside, don't we? I mean, we're trying to figure out exactly, because what exactly were we trying to gather from this? I know we were trying to get information, but the specific information that we need, uh, uh, for like for the scouting, what was that again? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know because I wasn't here
are
last
you?
week. So,
No, I'm asking you as a DM.
Chef?
oh, I
Like,
see.
Oh, me as a DM.
yeah, yeah.
let's see. It was how far along are they on the different components of the spell,
Okay, that's
right?
yeah. Because I knew we had to go inside. I figured we had to do with the yeah, with the ritual itself. But that
Which,
means we're gonna have
I
to
mean,
get
it's
in
somewhat.
there and get in deep to get that information.
Yeah, that doesn't sound safe. Not two people. Isn't this like end boss level?
Yeah, this is where we're gonna have the final. Oh, but you know what? This is actually pretty good because we're getting geographical information too, and that's going to be useful for us in the final fight. So I'm making mental notes of the layout of this place as well, like of
Okay, give me a perception roll.
okay. Oh, that's really good. I think that's a 26, I believe. Yeah, 26.
So as you're making notes and you are thinking, how do they feed this many people? Um, whereas and so you follow your eyes, you follow. There is this road. There's all these people on it. Um, those little lights are torches, right? Let's say this is the camp.
Yeah.
There's this road, and you don't know if there's, and it leads out to the south end of the caldera. All right, so write that down because I'm not.
Okay.
And that is even though it is, I mean, it's populated, but there are, you can make out with that perception. It's really hard to, but you're thinking that is there. There's food. There's a caravan. There's a supply train, as well as camps along there, campsites and troops. So there is one way that you could maybe come in without being picked off by a dragon.
Yep,
You can
that
blend in
sounds
there.
like the.
Yeah, but we're already on the side of the mountain. We can't really go back down and go around.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
But yeah, in the future,
that's good
that's
to know. Yeah.
yeah. So I relay that information to Dracul. Um, but yeah, we do have to get down this mountain because we can't just go back. Obviously, unless you're telling us that logically speaking, there's so many dragons that it would be infeasible for us to come down this way. We would have to turn around and go a different path. I
Well, I
mean,
did say it
is it
was. I said it was
difficult?
incredibly risky. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Very.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
yeah. It's gonna. The D is gonna be very challenging. Cool would be able to do it. I don't know how well you would. Cool would get into anywhere
true.
almost.
Well,
Almost. Yeah.
okay. I guess there's one thing I can do, because my polymorph, I believe it's 8 hours if I recall correctly. So let me
Yeah.
check real quick and make sure. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Give me 1 second. I need to get a glass of water. I'll be right.
Oh no, it's only up to an hour. Will we be able to climb down within an hour?
I don't know.
I'm I'm curious. Well, because yeah, if it's that high up, it's going to take us a while. But I mean, climbing down is probably going to be quicker than getting up to the summit. So, uh, yeah, I I guess I could turn into a mouse and just climb in your pocket. No, I mean I could. I really.
Oh
That'd
no,
be a
no,
sweet
no!
way to do it.
Yeah, I get it. It's an
Yeah,
interesting idea. I mean, if we have to go, I'd still sooner not go the risky way. But I mean, if we have to do it, we have to do it.
yeah. If you can avoid being seen, I can just turn into a mouse and climb in your pocket, and we can get down there.
Do keep in mind that high level dragons have true sight.
Yeah, that's
They
the
do.
problem. That's what I've been
Well,
thinking. Yeah, I don't feel like
yeah.
we can go in there and it'd be safe. I just don't think it's possible.
Well, then what do you want us to do?
Yeah, I
To
don't know.
Well, I mean, look, I can always put the teleportation circle out, and we could come around the other side now that we know. But that's just a lot more time. We've already
Hmm.
spent a few days. Uh, I
I
well,
do.
I'd
I
like
do really want to use my new dragon miniature. So can you fuck up?
yeah. So we die. Okay, yeah, because the two of us together are gonna take out these dragons. Um, might
Just
be able
maybe
to.
one. Come on.
Okay, okay. We're gonna attempt to climb down. If it looks like the dragons aren't clumped together and there's only one. Okay.
No,
Unless you want to.
there's a like I said, a flight of dragons circling this thing. Sometimes they
Well,
land. Sometimes they land on the edge of the caldera. So you have to shit or get off the pot. What are you doing?
yeah. Okay. Well, shoot. We can't. I mean, yeah. I could turn into a mouse and get into your pocket. Uh, but that's only gonna last us
Okay.
for so long. So that's yeah. Fuck it. If you can be stealthy enough, I'm just gonna turn into a mouse and turn it and climb into your pocket, and we're gonna do this.
And Rabbit's gonna try and get down the mountain unseen before your spell ends.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Okay.
How long does your spell
We'll
last
find
for?
out.
It lasts for an hour. Well, could we realistically, knowing how long it took us to get up top, could we realistically tell how long it's probably going to take us to get down into this area?
Well, we've got the rope.
Yeah.
I know, I suppose.
That's not very stealthy though.
No, it's not.
No.
So, no. I mean, it took you 2 hours to climb it. He's very nimble, but he's got to go slow. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, I
that's all I'll
think
tell
that
you. I mean,
I think the DM is telling us that this is not going to work going
No,
this way.
no, it's not. I don't
So
think.
okay, fine. I guess we will leave, and we'll have to. I guess I'll have to teleportation circle us back to Waterdeep and go in the other direction, because that's the only way we can really come in safely. Is by we know how they're getting in and out of this place,
Yeah.
so we can teleport over in that general direction. We can just blend in with the crowd. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head back, and I'm gonna make the teleportation circle when we're in a position where we're not in the view of the dragons, and we're gonna just, I guess, come back around the other way, because that's clearly this is not going to work from this angle.
okay. So the next day you are lucid. Still, I rolled another 14.
Okay.
It's three in
All
a row
right.
for you.
Yay.
And you report back to the rest of your team.
Yeah. The
maybe-
information that we saw, we're going to have to go back, but this time we're going to have to.
Do you guys have any? You guys have any input for them, or do you want to accompany them, or what's up?
Oh, we're all going together as a thing. Okay,
That
I
would be a
didn't.
bad
No,
idea.
I'm not. I'm just.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Okay.
That would be.
Yeah, no, there's no way. Basically, the best thing I would do in this situation is teleport in the middle of the Well of Dragons. Said, "Bring it, bitches." That's what I would do. So,
Well, then again, if we teleport
Fucking
in
nuts.
there and I look like a wizard, with a cultist outfit on, that probably wouldn't be that out of place, to be honest.
I do need to make a correction, though, Bill.
Yeah.
I was incorrect.
Yeah, but
Braun Anvil was not at Citadel Adbar. He was at Mithril Hall. So
Mithril Hall. That's right. Yeah, I didn't
so
want to.
I would have had
Yeah,
to
it
have
was pretty-
found the sigils to Mithril Hall.
It's okay. We'll just go with it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to, do you want to erase Adbar and put in Mithril Hall? That's fine. If you want both, you need to send me some cookies.
All right, cookies on the way.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Red bean cookies.
So this time we go back to the House of Wonders, and I tell them this.
Okay.
We're going to teleport back. But now that we know what the area is and what the road is like, we're going to teleport in along the road, outside of the caldera itself, but along the road itself. So I'm going to not be in the middle of it all, but still be kind of in a spot where they might see me teleport in just because
So you're
that's
going to
what.
go invisible?
Actually, yeah, I should probably turn invisible before we teleport. That'd be a good idea. So I'm gonna turn
You're
invisible
welcome.
before. Yeah, that's a great idea. That makes perfect sense. I don't know why I'm not thinking of it. Um, yeah, so we're
It's
gonna have
okay.
them
You're up late last night.
That's true. We all were. Uh, Great
Except for
times,
Zach. Zach's the good guy.
except for Zach.
Stays out of
Yeah.
trouble.
What?
Okay.
What?
So I'm going to turn invisible, and of course, Rabbit will be invisible, and we'll get teleported onto the road that is leading up to
Okay.
this place.
You're there. You're on the road.
Okay.
There's the
Awesome.
sound of wagons. You see troops. You are adjacent to the road. You're not actually on it, but so that you wouldn't be teleported into things.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I have to roll for that on the teleportation chart here thing. Nah, I don't. I'm DM. I can do whatever. So we're cool.
Okay.
I rolled good anyways. Man, my dice are good tonight. You don't want to fight me. So then you get you get on the road. Roll. All right, you guys are smart. So you time it. You look to see when the best time to do it is. You don't need to roll for this. So you try and blend in at the end of one little caravan. You're walking. You are invisible right now. You can maintain that till your time is up, or what?
Say
You want?
I
Is that
look
what you want to do?
for. I'm gonna try and find a nook or something that I can duck into, where I can break invisibility. Because at this point, Rabbit and I can't actually see each other. So
I
as
know where
soon as
you are though, because I got blind sense, so I know you are if you're next.
oh, if I'm within 10 feet of you,
Yeah,
that's
I know
true.
exactly where you are.
Either way though,
Okay, so then you follow Aristides as you get into there's ledges, there's nooks. Nook is not the right word,
Yeah.
but a crevice in the
some
rock
sort
wall.
of crevice. Yeah, something
Okay,
where
you
I
follow
can't
him.
be seen. I can sneak in there without being seen, and then turn off my invisibility and just kind of blend back into the
Okay.
groups. I look like one of them, so yeah.
All right, that is done. You, man, you guys. Now I roll bad. You weren't seen.
Uh-huh.
No, it doesn't look like anyone notices you. So now you're among the throng as it ambles into the caldera. You are inside the caldera now. Massive
You
dragon
need to be careful.
bones.
Yeah, well, we're trying to be.
I feel like we're literally are like Frodo and Sam going into water.
Yeah, essentially, that's what we're
So,
doing.
You guys are my little flies walking right into my giant web.
Right? Exactly. We're both gonna die. Well, I'm gonna die because you're just gonna be invisible the whole time, but that's okay.
All right,
I'm fine with that.
give me perception checks, both of you guys.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't start a war in Mithril Hall, Leroy.
21.
12.
Yeah, right.
12
Boring.
for me.
You actually, Chester, take an inspiration point. You did a great job with your dialogue. That was fun to hear.
You
so.
did. Good
Aw.
job.
Yeah.
It's like my one and only job.
All right, so
Yep.
that and blowing shit up. So what were your rolls? I'm sorry.
21.
I got a 12.
21? 12. Okay. Dracul, you do notice that around the base of this caldera, on the east side, there's looks like a network of cave. You look over to the west side, and it's not so much a network, but there are areas that could be caves. And this is along the base, but on the east side, there are some higher up too, along the cliff side. But it's kind of like the smoke as it moves around, like when dragons take up, it clears because there's dragons on the ground. There is actually you guys need to do frightful presence saves. Their dragons are scary.
Oh, they're
They exude.
Oh, this is a horrible.
They
Okay.
exude.
I'm gonna need to
They
make a
exude this
save
evil presence.
for that, but also because I completely forgot. Dragons, they piss me off. I hate them,
Yep.
and
Yep.
yeah, I
So let's
completely
just
forgot
wrap
about
it
that
down.
earlier.
Let's just put it
Okay.
into one save. Okay. Instead of doing
All right.
multiple
So what kind of
saves.
save was it?
I'm reading it right now. Frightful presence. Let's see what kind of dragon it is. All right. We'll do it alphabetical order. One on a D6, ignoring a 6. So a 3 is a green dragon that is close enough to you can smell it, you can see it. It's stinks to high heaven, and the save is wisdom.
I'm not so bad
That
at wisdom.
is a 24.
Okay.
I
You
got a. I'm
are
sorry.
you're keeping yourself cool. You are under control.
Yeah, I feel that.
I got a 19.
Are you invisible still? Or are you
Yeah,
visible? I don't remember.
I got confused what we were doing.
No.
Yeah.
You're still invisible because you can maintain it for as long as you want. Right? There's no limit on how long you can use it.
Yeah, I know, but I was just wondering if that would be the best idea with the dragon there anyway. You know what I mean? Because he could see straight through it anyway.
True.
And nothing more suspicious than
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well,
You see,
it depends on the tier of the dragon now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's a good point. If you want to break it, we can always go off into some.
I just thought we were being cultists.
Yeah, that's true. Because look, we're just trying to blend in. There's no reason for them to suspect us in the
Yeah,
middle of all
exactly.
these.
You hear
Yeah.
thunder. You hear thunder and crackling of bones as this ancient worm is in the distance is shifting and moving around on the floor of this caldera. There's guard drakes that you remember from early in this adventure. Half dragons, cultists. There's also looks to be other other masses of like orcs and other evil beings of monsters that are allied or pressed into service. Lots of humans and other people who have come into the cult's sway or have given their lives over to it. From elves to dwarves to halflings, but predominantly humans have that innate sense of greed and power, hunger that are all listed in this cult, just that are surrounds you. So, as you go through, you are being able to. That save gives you guys both control over the immense intimidation factor of being around dragons, multiple dragons that at any second if you are dead if something happens. As soon as you lose your cover, you are dead. There will be no escape from that. So as you're taking time, as well as you're trying your best to observe that they are taking this caravan into a huge pen where that is like another man-made structure that is where food is being stored, where they have large cisterns full, which you would assume which we have, essentially like a water tower for size cisterns that would be supplying the water for this army. And there's multiple of those as well. But the biggest thing that you did point out to Dracul was a cave system, which leads you to believe that these caves are large enough for these dragons to go in and out of. As you're thinking that, another large, massive dragon is coming out of the cave system. But there is also smaller caves now that you can see that a dragon wouldn't fit in. It's probably something that these cultists have used. Now, I need to know what else you're trying to do. You're going to go into the citadel? Are you going to Hey,
Right,
We going
get
to
over here
what?
and I'll load these carts.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
You,
Well,
old
I guess we're
one.
doing that.
yeah,
The
we go
old one. The
assist
old
with
one.
the. Yeah, I assist with unloading the carts. I'm just another one of the guys.
Is your age
You
showing
know.
Yeah.
He
already?
raises his hand.
Oh,
He,
always,
he raises his hand to
No,
you,
seriously, is your age
palm
showing?
up.
always.
Wow, so you're close to death. I didn't know that. All right.
Well, he is old. Yeah, he looks very old. So yeah.
Um, so as I was saying, is one lifts up, raises his hand, palm forward, with all 5 fingers like pointing towards you. Hail, Tiamat!
Yes, hail, Tiamat. As I barely hold myself back, but I say it, and I'm just like, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. He
and he looks at you. He looks at you suspiciously.
hmm. I still said
Now,
it.
yep, you didn't give the sign.
No, he did the sign with his hand, and I didn't say I didn't do it. I
Oh, you
would
do the
assume
sign. You repeat it.
I repeat
Okay.
back to him what he does to me. That makes sense. That would be the thing that yeah. I'm not trying to stand out. I'm trying to stand in the middle of the group
Okay.
and do what the group does.
Okay. So you hold back the bile in your stomach as you repeat
Yes,
back to him, "Hail
but
Tiamat."
I am seething on the inside right now. This taking all of my
Okay.
restraint not to
A fireball.
yeah, not to fight not to fireball in the middle of hell surrounded by everything. Yeah, so I assist I'm trying to finagle my way inside though. To see what information I
Okay.
can get. Although it might
Yeah.
even
There, as you carry, as you're moving a crate and you go in to where people are stacking it, there is a desk with another couple cultists writing down inventories. Maybe they're just scribbling on some parchment. One of them's counting out loud. What? How many and of what? You know, 6 bushels of this, or grain. Another crate of fruit. That kind of stuff. So, and another person's copying it down. The and then you go back to the cart to grab more, and you do this for a while, and then after that cart is empty, that guy says just to you, is like, our group will be going to service after this last cart is done. Follow. Hail Tiamat! And he holds up his hand and does the symbol again. Yeah.
service is okay.
They're leading you inside the temple to this first structure, which is just a complete. It is. It's essentially like a church to the Antichrist for you. It's Church of Tiamat, right?
Yeah.
This is the complete opposite of everything if you hate dragons, then this would be evil dragons, and this would be like that nasty, revolting. But there is a priestess of Tiamat. She's wearing this multicolored dragon scale armor with wings as she leads. There's all this people droning on, different, dogmas as she's leading this service. So you are in. It's starting to get packed in there pretty tight. And as the two of you are ushered in and sit through the service, what you guys are going to sit there and just kind of do the whole thing, run through it,
Yeah,
play the
we
game.
need to really.
Okay.
Yeah, if there I doubt we would have time to be able to slip out. So
Yeah, we need to be very careful and just stick with the
Yeah.
group, do what we need
So,
to do, and then just get out of there when we're ready.
After like, okay, so she's reciting all these, all this crazy shit. There is references to the horde is complete. When the last mask has arrived, we'll be able to begin the spell that will birth Tiamat into the world, that kind of stuff. You also get information about like there's the sacrifice is almost ready to be cold for Tiamat. The pens are filling up, and when we have our last few hundred people, they shall all give their lives gloriously to the Dark Queen. All that. So you're getting.
Yeah, we found out that they're within a few hundred people, essentially. So they're right on the cusp of the sacrifice number.
And it sounds like they need the mask, they need some more people, and then they'll start spell. But what? Give me an intelligence roll for. Well, no, you're smart enough. So what you would think of though is like, okay, all the spells require components. If they have their components, then it's a matter of doing a planar breach that's specific to the first layer and large enough for a monster like her to come into the realm. So in your head, you're trying to think, how long would it actually take for them to perform that spell? How many wizards is it going to take to perform something of that size? It's like a 9th level, 10th level spell. It's beyond normal by far. So these are other things that you start going through your head. Like it could take a week just to cast the spell once it's started, or more. Give me a roll to get an Arcana roll. I think that would be good now.
Okay, that is a 28.
So this spell could take 2 weeks of something that size, of that enormity. And like the circle that it would take has to be inside this temple.
10th level spell, baby. Nice.
Yeah.
It's got to be a massive circle in order for her to come in. And that has to be somewhere in this complex, because there wasn't any sign outside that it's not appropriate. There, it's full of bones and all that. They need a certain, the different things that has to be in place perfectly for it to happen. So there can't be any, foreign elements to disrupt the spell, so that the spellcasters would have to be able to just focus on that and that alone, and not be disturbed by dragons or snow or anything in like an environment where they don't have that control. So you assume there's a spot in this temple, in this larger building behind, that's past this chapel. And then with your Arcana roll, you're thinking, okay, so that means they're probably going to need 5 wizards because of the numerology aspect of Tiamat, right?
Yeah.
And then there would have to be, there's 5, because there's 5 masks, there's 5 heads. That means there needs to be 5 wizards to cast the spell, and that's where you think Thay is involved. The rogue wizards, red wizards of Thay, have to be involved in that. But then there needs to be a focal point, which would be the mask. The question is, does someone have to wear the mask? Would that, and to you, of course, the leader of the cult he'd be the one to take the mask on.
True.
To be the focal point. So all these things start to click while you're in that environment, while you're hearing the information that the priestess is giving out. It sounds like you may have everything that you need to know.
There is just from stuff that I've looked at in the past. When you're talking about casting spells above 9th level, there is a risk of death, right? Yeah. So I am curious
There's
that
also
these.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Huh? Oh, I am curious that the Red Wizards would risk themselves for this cause. Like risk their own lives, essentially.
What is it about them that would commit? Why would they commit?
Yeah,
What is it about the environment? Is there a deal that's been brokered? Is there how does that, that's a great question. That's something.
You are Lucent, you're Lucent, right?
Yeah, I'm saying today. I can.
Well, a wizard of
Yeah.
an elf of your age would have lived through the rise of Saztam.
Okay.
Well, that's part of his problem, though. Is his memory is jacked up.
Yeah,
Um,
it's all bits and pieces like throughout, for a very long time, you know.
but that is true.
So,
So there is you can keep like a history. What's your
but
history
yeah, I would.
modifier, by the way?
I have a +11 to history, so I'm I'm
Okay.
I
Okay.
I
So
would assume
yeah,
I
that
know the history, even if I don't remember all the details.
well, I would say that what things that help your having like recognition and having is environment. So being in this environment and knowing it could say very some of that could be is there at this moment you can recollect the foundation of that not the foundation of Thay, but the rise of the dark necromancer, the lich, Zaztam. What that has to do with the rogue wizards and their commitment. It's obvious they are at odds with him, because he wouldn't abide this at all. He's the only one who can rule the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
And from what
Yeah.
you would know, that is impossible. It is impossible that there are rogue red wizards. It's impossible. Therefore, Saztam must be involved.
Very interesting.
not necessarily.
Well-
unless the idiot who wrote this adventure has no fucking clue of the history of Saztam and the Forgotten Realms.
That's probably more
Have
likely.
you not? Have you not been in the same adventure for the last year?
Yeah.
there are some
I
serious
was being
incongruities
sarcastic,
with.
dude. Yeah, I was being sarcastic.
That's true. Yeah, there are some serious incongruities with the Forgotten Realms lore. It's just wow, but that's okay. It's whatever. We're playing. So there's been rebels. There's been upstarts. They all get squashed. So maybe that's part of the reason why this is security for them. It keeps them alive by being part of the cult now. Or, yeah, actually, that would be a reasonable conjunction. Conjunction.
Maybe.
What's your function?
But I guess the trick is though, if they're going to be part of a ritual at that level, very likely that one or even possibly all of them will die as a sacrifice to making that spell happen. Just by the nature of those spells. So
And it's once it's started, it can't be stopped. You know what I mean? There's no backing off. You commit completely to it. So
yeah.
those are things that you now know that you did not know before you came here.
Okay.
How are you going to get out of here now?
I mean, yeah, well we're here. We can always blend in with another caravan too. I mean, there's people coming, but I'm guessing because the fact that there's supplies getting shifted to and fro, I would assume there's also people leaving. Like I would. It can't just be everything coming in, especially because you're
Okay,
gonna
so
have.
that's service lets out. Sorry to interrupt you, but
Yeah, no,
that just gave me an idea to move it forward. So as service lets out, your leader of your group, the guy who's been bossing you around, and says, "Hi, we go rest now, and tomorrow we leave to find more sacrifices." All right, to your camp. Off we go. And the line of
Off we go.
cults, off we go. The initiates start going into the bunks. As you go into the bunk, all these guys, all like good cultists do, start to bed down. There seems to be a lack of beds for you two guys. What do you do?
Find a corner and teleport the hell out of there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
That's the plan.
Teleport out.
We go find a nice, quiet little place, where I can
Okay.
go. Yeah, someplace that's out of vision. Um, and then oh, should I? No, I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I was like, should I do like a mass suggestion before I
No.
leave, and like try and get like a bunch of people to go and burn some of the food supplies before, like, after we teleport, and then
No.
just be gone.
No.
No.
Okay,
No.
okay, no, no, no. All right, I'm not gonna do that, but that was the thought. Ah,
You
man.
are
Fine.
sane. You're a dickhead,
Yes, I
remember?
am sane. I am a sane dickhead. Yes, I'm not gonna do something like that, even though it'd be hilarious. But I
No
have to
magic
be
mouth? Come on.
true to character. True to character. Okay, fine.
All right.
Yeah, we leave. Let's get out of here, so we're not,
So
gonna get ourselves killed.
where are you teleporting to?
I'm teleporting back to the I guess because I know the teleportation circle in Nicodemus's building, so I'm gonna just teleport there.
Okay, you're there.
Okay.
You apparate,
Uh,
and now you're there.
I relay all the information, all the relevant information that we found. I let them know, the stuff with the Red Wizards. I'll let them know, uh, what they have and what they need. They need the sacrifices, and they're very, very close with the sacrifices.
I ask, were the Red Wizards in the garb of Red Wizards like the other one we saw?
Were they, or did we? We saw the priestess, and they said they mentioned that stuff, but like, what exactly did we see? Did we see red wizards who
You
looked
did
like?
not see him. You didn't go into the temple proper, like the Tiamat's temple. You went into the cathedral for like the cult, but you didn't go into the maid building.
Okay.
Okay,
You guys decided to bail instead of like do more, like sneak in there, which is fine. I mean, we do what we do, but
this would be one
I'd
of those
sooner not
things
get
where
eaten. Yeah, I think that was
absolutely,
safer.
getting
it'd
eaten
be
sucks. I mean, unless
very,
you
very
want a new
difficult.
character. Yeah.
Yeah, to sneak into the building. It looks like it's giving me the double bird, but
It is.
It does.
It
Yeah.
is. It's totally. It's actually, and its back is turned to you, so it is a double back flip.
Oh
ah.
wow, wow, that's just disrespectful.
But
But
now
I
that I
think
said
we
that,
might
you
just
can't
call it.
unsee that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
right. I think we might
we
just
could.
call it here, unless you guys want to do any kind of brain planning or
Well,
whatever. But
Well, I mean,
this.
it depends on how in depth you wanted me to get with the Elven King. I mean, I was
Oh yeah, you got to do
we
that.
were
Oh, shit.
successful with the Dwarven King, and the Elven King is in a horrible disadvantaged position in regards to everything, including me. So that, in a way, is even an easier task. Maybe if you just want to
I
kind
mean,
of rinse
yeah,
and
we could
repeat
roll.
and have me make a roll.
Yeah, you should. You probably
We
would have
could do
got all
that.
that done while we were out, because
I
we
would
were out for a
imagine.
while.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we had a
Yeah,
proper
you
adventure.
would. You would have.
I mean, just
So you go to the Elven King, and it is the kingdom is in a state of woe. You know, the vibrant green has turned like a dark, like muted. All the colors of the forest and his realm are all muted and like have this gray like tint to everything. So his mood and the mood of his people are very down. The fallen prince, the all the raids, the death, they're not in a good place at all. And your arrival is not a joyous occasion for the king. He's not happy to see you. He's not mean or angry or wrathful in any sense. He is humbled, contrite, and he does say, he will come to the next council and formally apologize to the Gold Dragon and face to face. So I guess that's one thing we could do. Say the council meeting has been set. As the time is just as what it would take for the dwarves, the elves, and the different dignitaries to make it to Waterdeep with their
So like a
entourage.
10-day.
Yeah, like a 10-day. That's perfect. And I didn't want to start the council meeting and try and rush through it in like 10 minutes or any kind of
No.
combat, So
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
But we know
should
where-
wrap it. I do report to the dragons, however.
that's great. That's a good idea. Okay. So, Ely and the brass dragon is not in Waterdeep, but she is, and she is at Romalia's Haventrees,
Oh, good.
their
I
estate.
can flirt with the pretty lady again. Nice.
That is awesome. Yeah. So, and I guess we'll just leave this on a cliffhanger because as you're reporting to her, the one guard from 3 or 4 days ago that you didn't recognize before comes in. He self-immolates, and as he's on fire, a portal opens up, and in comes a red dragon. The end.
Yay!
At my meeting in the High Harper's house. Nice.
Yes. There are screams and terror. Yeah, he sacrificed himself to become this portal, and a dragon starts to step through his flaming form.
Oh, wonderful. All right.
And
Well,
we'll pick it up from. Well, and actually, as Dracul, as you are headed back, and you are going to you guys are going back to the rope place to check on business. The same thing happens there. A man immolates himself. Actually, in lightning, his body explodes in lightning as a blue dragon starts to walk through a portal.
at the rope shop? Damn, GOP.
At the rope shop.
Man, I'm telling you, it's our competitor. He really wants us to close shop.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
And while
Yeah.
while your adrenaline surges, Nicodemus, there is also you get a message from Jacob. Your house is under attack.
Oh.
Well, I'm not worried about that in the least. If a dragon stepped into
that's
Shadow
cool.
Dust Manor, it's in big, big trouble, dude.
That's going to be fun to play out, though.
Yeah. Well, and I do have the family written up, by the way, and I know where everyone is at the time. So.
Very cool.
Okay.
And finally, and that's it. We'll do 3 dragons.
Oh,
At least right now. For now, it's
one thing too. When I was coming up that road into towards the massive citadel,
yeah, when you're going to
what
do that
sort
trip in
of-
the country. Yeah.
yeah, what sort of battlements were in our way? Like, I'm curious. Have they started building any? What does it look like? That'd be an important thing to know.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because the way the bones are put out, they themselves make like a natural, lack of a better word, fences, with sharp and pointy things sticking out all over them. So the entire floor is strewn. I mean, it's not covered, but they're all over the place. There's all these different ways it doesn't look, it could be organized or it couldn't be, but either way, it's like boom. That was one. There were towers placed intermittently throughout, but the tower itself and the dragons are pretty much their main. Give them a really good defense that you could see. But as far as like moving troops through, it's like you've got dragon bones aplenty to make it problems. I mean, look at the size of that freaking rib cage right here, man. That's huge.
Oh no, I get it. But I want to know, because, I mean, if we're going to be formulating a plan of attack, I want to know what sort of battlements are in place. And it looks like that's primarily what they're doing.
There would also be, like, fissures in the ground, that's some of the description I should probably give you, too. The way I'm envisioning it is, it's like a volcano. This was a volcano at one time. So the ground itself has that lava ridden landscape, so that there's all these natural trenches from lava flow throughout there also. So it makes that makes it even more challenging to move like a mass army. That's why the road is so windy and turny and everything. It's because you've got you went over some bridges that were made for humans so that they could cross on this road that go over these massive ravines from where lava had in ages past had eaten through the stone. Without like drawing a map so much, but that gives you a pretty good description, right?
Yeah, that's fair. I want to know all the different. I mean, my character would be very detail oriented with that. If we're going to be having if we're going to be coming through here with an army, we need to know like
Well, I'll make
what
a
are
map.
the
I'll make a
obstacles.
map. It'll be cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah.
All right.
And
that was
I can designate where some of those cliff faces or cave faces were. Cave faces? Is that a word? No.
sure.
I don't think.
Why not?
I make them up all the time, so why not? But
Chester,
yeah.
Chester, is that a word?
What?
I'm pretty sure it's not, but
What
cave
is a word?
face.
Huh?
Cave face.
Yes, a cave face is a word. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I just wanted to confer with Chester.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming. Thank everyone for watching. Chester, you want to do your thing, man?
Sure. All right, guys. Thank you all very much. It was fun. It's more of a story-driven one, but those are good too. We actually moved things forward. We were able to wrap up 2 of our big loose ends. We'll deal with this incursion, and then we'll. I have a feeling the tower is going to be kind of the big, the big, conclusion to this story. So that's all well and good. So keep in mind, tomorrow we're off, and then on Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Drawn and Quartered Ultimate Edition is doing He-Man, the real He-Man, not the new fake He-Man. So come on and check that out, and we'll have some fun to see some great art. So later, everybody.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. He-Man.